Hi everyone, I'm Megan. This video is for your 16th week of pregnancy and is part of a video series where I guide you week by week through your pregnancy journey. So mantra for this week is I trust my intuition. So I think at this stage of pregnancy, really all throughout pregnancy, there's so many decisions to be made, so much advice to be heard, and it's good to be educated on all these things, but also it can seem a little bit overwhelming. So I think drawing it back to really what feels right and feels good to us. Every mother is different, every situation is different. Yes, there's things that we want to be mindful of, but trusting our intuition can be a beautiful thing throughout this whole process. And that goes really for everything throughout pregnancy, from how we want to go through labor and delivery, where we want that to happen, what support we need or want throughout the pregnancy and after that, what foods we should be eating or shouldn't be eating. There's so much to digest, but when we peel off all the outside opinions and advice and really go inward and think, you know, yourself, you know how to look at education and information and filter out what doesn't serve you and then take in what really feels good for you. So that is definitely a practice, but that's why this week's mantra will be I trust my intuition. So we're going to try to trust ourselves. We're smarter than sometimes I think we give ourselves credit for. So grab your mat and we'll get started. So we're going to start today's practice in a child's pose. So knees can widen a little bit, or knees can stay together. For me, it feels good to create a little bit space for the belly as it's growing. And walking the hands forward. And it might feel good to rest the forehead either on the mat if it reaches, or if you have a book or a block handy, to lift the earth a little bit closer to us, we can press the forehead down on the block. So connecting the third eye space to the mat. Tapping into our intuition. It might feel good to kind of rock the head side to side just slightly, massaging that third eye space. And a few more deep, full breaths. Perhaps lengthening the exhale just a smidge to find a little bit more relaxation. Remove the block or book. If we're using that, we'll take a little bit of a walk with the hands over towards the right side, stretching out the left side of the body. And walking through center over towards the left side, stretching out the right side of the body. And walking the hands through center, and we'll come into a tabletop position. Something else to think about as we move through our practice today and future practices is that intuition comes into play too with movement. So There's a lot of things that we can still do while we're pregnant, but a lot of that is on an individual basis. So if it feels good in your body, if something doesn't feel good in your body, you feel constricted, harder to breathe, just doesn't seem like it's something you want to do, trust that intuition. You can always find a different posture that feels good for you. So from here, flowing through some cat-cows, I encourage you to close your eyes and just move in a way that feels good, not focused so much on what it looks like, but how it feels, maybe making some circles, swaying side to side. No right or wrong here. As we move with the body, breathe with the body, listen to the body. The body will often tell us what it needs. From a tabletop position, coming back to center, we'll curl the toes under, lift the knees, find a downward facing dog. 2 or 3 deep breaths here. Find some gentle movement or just breathe into your downward facing dog. We're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky, big stretch. Gaze towards the fingertips, and we're going to walk step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Left knee might come to the mat. In fact, I'm going to do that for myself. We're coming into a variation of lizard lunge, stretching through that right hip, maybe a little bit in the front of the left hip as well. I'm just going to find some micro movements here, so maybe bending the right knee a little bit more, coming back and forth, giving some love to right leg, right hip. Feel like you have the space in your body to bring the body closer to the mat. You can certainly come down to forearms or bring the forearms down to blocks. If you're feeling like, no, actually I need a little bit more space, right? I'm running out of space. Coming up onto blocks with the hands is also a good idea. I'm somewhere in between. I'm kind of on my fingertips here, so creating a little bit of a lift. If it feels good here, you can kind of turn the inside of the foot towards you as the knee goes out towards the right. So opening the knee towards the right, feeling a little bit more intense sensation in the right hip. Maybe left hand plants down and right arm reaches up towards the sky. Right hand back to center. Let's heel toe the right foot in between the hands. So hands are now framing the foot. And we're just going to walk the hands up to the thigh, up to the knee, finding a low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms as you open the heart to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open the heart. Arms come up to float down to frame the right foot. Let's curl the left toes under and lift the knee. And we'll step the right foot back to find that downward facing dog. Few deep breaths here. Again, your choice, maybe finding some movement, pedaling through the feet. You just sinking into the stillness here. And guiding our left leg up towards the ceiling, big stretch. And stepping it forward to the outside of the left hand, maybe helping it get up there if we need to. No shame in that. I'm going to lower my right knee to the mat. I'm going to shift my weight forward a little bit until I feel that stretch in the left hip. I'll shift forward and back, just lubricating that hip joint feels really good for me. And trusting what your body needs. So again, tapping into that intuition. More is not necessarily better. If you feel like you need to back off a little bit or it feels good to find a little more length in the spine, bringing the hands up. Feel like, you know what, I need a little bit more intensity, a little more sensation. You can lower the body down. You can start to open up the left knee towards the left. And then planting right hand down, inhaling left arm up. Left hand down, we'll heel toe the left toes to the center of our hands and inhale, sweep the arms up on an inhale. As we exhale, open the heart, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open the heart. Hands come up to come down to frame left foot. Let's curl right toes under, lift the knee, and let's step right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. And I'm going to widen my feet a little bit here, widen my stance. Bring a generous bend to the knee. And just sway side to side. The weight from the toes to the heels. And shift side to side, slightly bending one knee more than the other. Another option would be to find opposite elbows with the hands. And sway side to side that. Finding your center, releasing the hands, slowly rolling up. One vertebrae at a time till we're standing. Find your Tadasana pose. We're going to come through a little bit of a neck stretch series, a little bit heart opener posture exercises. So we'll let the right ear come towards the right shoulder. Relax left shoulder down. Hands will interlace behind us. You'll clasp hands and then bring the palms to the right hip. They can get there, close to it. Right ear is still towards right shoulder. And then we're going to kind of squeeze right elbow back, squeezing the shoulder blades together as we open up the heart. that starts to become too intense on the left side of the neck, you just ease out of it a little bit. Place the hands, head comes to center to the left side. Let's interlace the hands the opposite way behind our back. So changing the interlace of our hands. Might feel a little bit different, a little bit awkward. Then bringing our hands towards our left hip, squeezing left elbow back as we open up the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Coming through center, releasing the hands, let's widen the stance, sway side to side. We lost the breath. Each inhale is an opportunity to come back to it. Mind has been wandering quite a bit. Just know that that's normal. And slow down the sway. Leave out on my floor. Welcome back to center. Let's step the legs long on our mat. The toes pointed out, nice and wide. And we'll find some bending through the knees as the hands come out side to side. So goddess pose. Strengthening the legs, taking up space on our mat, and maybe playing with some different arm variations here. So hands can come to heart, hands can reach up towards the ceiling. We can cactus the arms. Letting the heat build up in our body, feeling our strength. Bringing the in cactus arms if you're not there already. On the inhale, we'll straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, coming back into that cactus goddess variation. Inhale, stretching up, lengthening. Exhale, goddess. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And inhale, our legs straighten. Toes will point forward or even a little bit in now. And on the next exhale, we'll hinge at the hips, coming down towards the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Option to stay here, option to walk the hands out in front of you. Flip the fingers towards your face. Stretch the hands towards the opposite heel edge of the mat. Maybe finding some micro movement side to side. Again, trusting in whatever you think would be best for you is best for you. We're moving within our range of motion, maybe approaching our edge, but certainly not pushing past it. Finding a bend through the knees, bringing the seat to the mat with a little bit of help if you need. And finding a seated position. Let's bring right leg out, left leg will stay bent in. As we inhale, both arms up. Exhale, stretch towards the right leg. Coming through center, right leg in, left leg stretches long. Inhale, stretch, arms up. And exhale towards the left. Coming back to center. Left leg will come in. We'll find a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes if that feels good. Hands can be placed palm down on the thighs for a little bit of grounding energy, or palm face up for a little bit more openness. We'll take a moment to reflect upon, meditate upon how might we be able to tap into our intuition a little bit more, trust our intuition. Asking for advice and help and guidance when we need it, but also knowing that at the end of the day, this baby is our child, we're its mother, and we get to make the decisions. You know what is best for you and your baby. I believe that for each and every one of you. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. As you inhale, send some love to your sweet baby. As you exhale, feel your baby sending some love right back to you. Inhale, sending love to our baby. Exhale, feeling the love being returned right back. Hands can come to heart center, palms together, thumbs to the heart space. I invite you to repeat after me. I trust my intuition. I know what is best for me. I am strong. I am capable. I am competent. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'm honored to guide you. I will see you next week for week 17. Namaste.